Welcome back, y'all. Well, earlier in our broadcast, meteorologist Alex Moore planted a tree in our backyard here at KETK Studios because today's Earth Day. So let's check back in with him, see if his green thumb is working today. I hear you're brainstorming some names for your new plant. Alex, what you got?
Well, that's the thing. We have an entire team out here planting the tree. We're actually finishing up the planting right now. Naming, we'll think about a name. I think we should name it before we actually get out of here. But so we're still in the planting procedure. So I bring back James. What other planting, what's the process, for the right way to actually get your tree to take?
So what we did while you were back at news covering the important stuff was we planted that tree in that hole only just as deep as it was growing in the pot. Now let me say that another way. If we plant that tree 1 inch too high, we don't affect its survivability one bit. But if we plant that tree 1 inch too deep, the survivability is gone by about 50%. So in the planting process, it's important to get the tree situated right. The larger hole allows the roots to expand out into the soil where they need to be, and the tree grows happy forever. That's part of the process. What we're doing now is we have covered it back up. We have tightened the soil up just a little bit by kind of tamping it, but not with a shovel or anything. We just kind of loosely tamped it in, and then put mulch around it. The mulch is going to keep down the weeds. It's going to keep the moisture even, and then we're going to have to water the tree in and then pay close attention to that watering once we get into the heat of the summer. Right now we get typically enough rain that it's not a big problem, but in the heat of the summer, July and August, it's going to be real important that we get this tree well watered, and don't depend on your sprinkler system. We're going to have to water this tree itself, water the watering ring that we're going to leave with about 5 to 10 gallons of water once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks if we're getting some cool weather and a little bit of rain in between. It's important that that's done for about 3 years. Once you get that accomplished and the tree is growing steady, then we've got a good tree and we're ready to turn it loose.
Now, not everybody can plant a tree or have the room. What are some alternatives that people can do on Earth Day to, instead of planting a tree, plant some flowers, some shrubs? What are some other good ones, especially for East Texas?
That's a great question, and really anything that is green and growing is doing its job. We exist with plants. The earth, over millions and millions and billions of years, has adapted so that the plants and the animals have a symbiotic relationship where we produce one thing for them, they produce something for us. So anything you plant, grass, trees, shrubs, flowers, anything that you can plant that's green and living does part of the job.
That's perfect and a great way to send off Earth Day here for East Texas Live. I'm going to leave it out here. So back to you in the studio, Cynthia. We're going to enjoy the rest of this nice weather out here.
Well, thanks, Alex. I'm glad you're finally planting your roots here in East Texas. Coming up after the break, we'll speak with the Alzheimer's Association, find out how they serve East Texas and why you should give to them on Tuesday. Stay with us.